guys and gals, welcome to another episode of the Poncho's Paint Booth, as you can see, and more importantly, another sub-episode of Small Commissions, where I do basically commissions for other people that aren't even full models, just getting some details out. And real quick, if you haven't done so already, go down into the corner, I got it right this time, like and subscribe to Multi-Murdy Media here on YouTube. You will get this playlist, the Paint Booth. You will also get the Gutsy Ass Gamer playlist, which is video games and Twitch and, me playing and all that stuff. And you will get the video format for the Jankety Ass podcast, which is my podcast with me and my buddy Tom. At the time of this recording, I'm still thinking about, having even more people on, but that's a problem for later, and it's not your problem today. So, and I'll have the addresses to all those plugs at the end of the show here, including both the Instagram, Facebook, and the website. So check me out everywhere. You know the deal. This time, what I'm working on today is, you will remember the Raider and Witches commission that I did a while back, which, well, for you is a while back. For me, it's all in the same time. But this time, I am doing up from the same Drukhari / darkeldar commission, the Incubi. There we go. A little bit better. So these guys are basically factionless, sort of mercenary warriors. They run around and cut stuff up. As you can see, they got these big ass swords and stuff. And actually in this group, I had 15 of these guys to do, and I've already done, how many? I did 10 already, so I've got 5 more now, and I actually have 2 klaives in this group. These are the leaders, or as you can see, like the normal ones, just have the single big blade. The klaive has a twin blade that can either be wielded as one long thing, or they can split apart into 2 swords. And as you can imagine, these guys came in sets of 5, so there's actually 3 klaives in here. I already did one up earlier, I didn't realize. But let's go ahead and see what we're working with. So this is actually going to be a very, very easy commission, for the most part. I really only have 3 steps to do with these guys, and I will address them one at a time. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is, you can see that these guys have, get down to the screen, they have these tabards between their legs for the most part. I think there's like one that doesn't really, oh no, all these guys have them. So they got the tabards between the legs, and then they all have at least one set of streamers tied around their forearms. The klaives have 2, and usually they just have the one, as you can kind of see there. And then last, I'm going to be addressing the faces, the face plate. That's the word I'm looking for. And all of those elements are going to be painted up, just straight up white. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and get my playlist back up here. Get some white out, and we'll get started. Alright, took a couple coats, but we got a nice flat white on all the sections that I want. Or rather, the client wants. So it's just one of the klaive X's. Let me see if I can get a better focus. I guess I'm still having this focus problem. I'll try something else later, but for now, take a break because I've had a bit of a long day and there's still some more steps, so we'll finish up when we come back.
Are you listening to this show and thinking, man, I'd like to start a podcast, but I don't even know where to start? Well, Buzzsprout has the answers for you. Buzzsprout is a podcast hosting service that provides a number of valuable resources to help you on your podcasting career path. For one, Buzzsprout offers indefinite hosting of all your episodes and allows you to host as much material as you want, depending on the type of subscription that you opt for. Buzzsprout also provides a means for getting your show hosted to every major podcasting platforms such as iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, you name it. In addition, Buzzsprout also provides various means to get your show monetized through various sponsorship and affiliate programs, links to other paid hosting platforms such as Patreon and YouTube, and your own personal newsroom to learn all the tips and tricks for optimizing your podcast for the greatest return on your investment. If you're hearing all this and you're still interested, you can go to my link below and receive an Amazon gift card for starting a podcast hosting subscription that you'll receive on the second billing period of your podcast journey. Everyone has something to share, and there's no time like the present. Join Buzzsprout today.
Okay, we're done with the white. Now we're going to move on to the second point, or task, I guess. And that is to do up these big old glaives, or klaives, as they call them. So that's these big ass swords that they're holding on, and that's basically just going to be a nice layer of iron breaker. This is the GW equivalent to the one I've been using, the gunmetal paint. However, this was also the one provided by the client, so that's what I'm going to use. And it's going to be pretty easy. It's just the one coat. It's the color. Nothing special other than that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Right, silver done, or metal done. I just need to clean up a couple things real quick. I know this guy here, I accidentally got some all over his hands, so we'll just put some color back in. There we go. Set him off to the side. And now we're going to get into the more difficult part. And that is applying some shade to the armor. That's going to be Drakenhof Nightshade. That's the blue, the nice dark blue. And what we're going to do with that is basically all the plates in these guys' armor. I don't know how well you could. It's a little hard to see. This blue definitely, wonder. Yeah. So, yeah, it's hard to see, but there's a lot of different armor plates on these guys. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going in clean and kind of filling in all the edges with this stuff, and then also applying a layer over the faceplate, which is eventually going to be dry brush back into white. So let's go ahead and get started on this, because it's going to take a minute. Alright, let me see if I can give you a bit of a more close-up what I did. So you can kind of see that I picked out some of the details in the armor, especially like right here on the leg. You weren't able to see that before. And of course, got some shading down on the face. And what I am eventually going to do is go back over it with the white, so we'll really get kind of the flatter surfaces of the helm plate picked out. And there are a couple other spots I'm going to clean up too. But for now, we're going to go ahead and let these guys dry, and we'll come back to them in a minute. Alright guys, we're finally almost done with these dudes. All we got left now is to just go back in and clean up the faceplate on these guys. And to do that, I'm just going to be dry brushing some white on them. And then that will be the extent of this commission. So, get some white. Not too much, and let's go ahead and get started. And there we have it. Just had to do a little bit of cleanup. As you can see, let me get situated here. So, that is our Incubi. Maybe? Where's the, there we go. More or less finished. Actually, I wonder if I can refocus. Because I didn't really set this up. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. So you can kind of see the details in the face now. And it still looks white, more or less. It's a little bit darker, but yeah, it's there. Got details in the armor. And of course the swords are nice and done up. And that is my beauty shot. Okay. Speaking of beauty, back up to me. As always, thank you for watching another episode of the Paint Booth. Real quick, once again, go down to the corner, like and subscribe, Multi-Murdy Media. You will get this playlist, you'll get the Gutsy Ass Gamer, and you'll get the, wow, I'm losing my words already. You get my Jankety Ass podcast in video form. Also, check me out on Instagram and Facebook and my website. All the addresses are at the end here, so just keep watching for a second and